Alright, I've changed up our layout a little bit. We got rid of some of the fraction circles. I still have the one whole here, and remember, we're always dividing up one whole into equal parts. That's what fractions are all about. It's not just circles though. We can also divide up, well, we can divide up any shape equally, but we have a square, and we also have a triangle. Remember when we divided the circle into two parts? We called it halves or seconds. Our number here is the 2. I'm sure you can see it. I hope you can see it. But we've also taken this square and we've divided it in half or into seconds. But we've done it two different ways. We have it divided into two rectangles that are exactly the same. Same size, same shape, congruent. And we've done it as triangles too. The triangles are the same size and the same shape, which means they're equal. That's also seconds. Just going to put these aside, so we're going to need a little more room. Let's look at the triangle down here. Triangle, one whole. But the triangle can be divided into halves or seconds. And just to show you, it is equal. It does represent one whole, but we've divided it into halves or seconds. Hopefully you can see that. We can do it with thirds too. We've got 3 equal pieces. These are thirds. The square again, we've divided into fourths or quarters. They're all equal. I can transpose and they occupy the same space. So they're exactly the same. Can do the same with the triangles. So even though these look a lot different, they're still fourths. Same down here. Fourths. Over here, we've got 8 equal pieces. Those are eighths. We've taken our square and divided it into eighths. Here we have 8 equal rectangles. And here we have 8 equal triangles. The corners, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And yes, you can just transpose them, and they do indeed occupy the same space. Okay? Those are eighths. We even have sixteenths. I told you before, we can go beyond 10. We can keep going and going and going. But we go into sixteenths now. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 rows of 4 is 16. And we've also done it as triangles. Believe me, there's 16 triangles here. I'm not going to count them. You want to count them? Here you go. Have at it. I don't know if you noticed this or not. You see our numbers getting bigger, right? What do you notice happening with the pieces? 16 is a pretty big number, but look at the triangles in the 16th and look at the triangles. Oh, let's go over, no, here it is. These are halves or seconds. Look at the triangle. Sixteenths. Look at the triangle. Why do you think that is? You can go on my Facebook page, Mr. Pete, BPMC, Bennett Park Montessori Center, and maybe with your parents' permission, type up a response, okay? We're going to do some more, but I got to clear all this out and show you something else. All right, I brought the fraction circles out again, and I just wanted to show you something else besides numbers. Fractions can also be represented not just in number form, but word form too. And again, when we divide that whole up evenly, that gives us our family name. Seconds or halves, all the way up to tenths. But we also have cards that show the words written out. So for seconds or halves, we have seconds, halves. Cut into 3 pieces is thirds. Thirds. Cut into 4 pieces are fourths or quarters. Cut into 5 pieces, fifths. Cut into 6 pieces down here, sixths. My friend Holly said that's a raincoat word because when you say sixths, sometimes it comes out and you got to wear your raincoats. Sevenths, when it's cut into 7 pieces, it's sevenths. When it's cut into 8 pieces, eighths. 9 pieces, ninths. 10 pieces, tenths. Now, we've just been looking at the bottom. Let's make a fraction. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on this, but I do want to talk to you about the names of the parts. So let's make a fraction. I have here a whole family of thirds. I'm going to take 1 away. How many pieces do I have left? I have 2 pieces left. That's the number that goes on top. This fraction is 2/3. How much is missing? What fraction is missing? I'll let you figure that out. Over here, I have fourths. I'll take 1 away. How many do I have left? 3. My fraction is 3/4. What if I got rid of all this and just had this left? I would have 1/4. So whatever you see represented here is the fraction, but also remember what's not here is also a fraction. And those 2 fractions together are going to make 1 whole. So now I'm back to 1 whole. Now, let's go back to this fraction right here. What did we say this was? Right, 2/3. These parts have names. The top number has a name, the bottom number has a name. The top number is called the numerator. The numerator represents the number of parts. Let me make sure you can see this. Numerator, top number. It represents the number of parts. The bottom number, denominator. The bottom number of the fraction is the denominator, and that's your family name. Top number, numerator, number of parts. Bottom number, denominator, the family name. That's it. And remember, fractions equal parts. Thanks for watching. If you want to respond to me, do so on the Facebook page, Mr. Pete, BPMC, Bennett Park Montessori Center. Take care. Bye-bye.